Hadley presents Apple Videos. Today we'll check out Swift Playgrounds, downloading and managing playgrounds. Hello, my name is Douglas Walker. Today we will be checking out how to download and manage our playgrounds from within our My Playground screen. Now, each of our playgrounds will actually walk us step by step through the process of learning to code. And I tell you, that is pretty great. Okay, our Swift Playgrounds app is already open, and we are using our iPad in landscape view because we found that we have much more screen space available to us. And when we're using VoiceOver, all of our elements are much easier to navigate. All right, we're currently on our My Playgrounds page. Now, our My Playgrounds page is actually divided into two distinct sections. We have our downloaded playgrounds listed here at the top of our screen, and along the bottom edge of our screen, where we would typically find our tabs, we've been given a list of additional playgrounds that we can easily download. Of course, all of our playgrounds here can be downloaded for free. And hey, we all love some free, right? Anyway, how about we get started exploring our My Playground screen here? Okay, we'll begin by orienting ourselves to the very top of our My Playground screen here. So we'll just touch our locations button here in the top left-hand corner of our screen. So we'll just touch
Locations button.
Great, so here's our locations button, and single finger double tapping or activating our locations button will bring up a pop-up menu where we can locate all of the saved playgrounds that we've actually created. Now, we haven't actually created any new playgrounds. However, this is where we would find them if we had. Okay, so we'll just right-click through our screen here and check out our My Playground screen. So we'll just right-click.
My Playgrounds heading.
Okay, and here is our My Playgrounds heading in the top center of our screen. So we know we're in the right place, and we'll just right-click from here. So we'll just right-click.
Help button.
Yeah, and here is our Help button. And you've probably already guessed that activating our Help button will give us a pop-up menu with some really great help topics to choose from. So this just might be a great place to come back and explore a little later on. All right, we'll right-click.
Select button.
Great, here is our Select button in the top right-hand corner of our screen. Now, activating our Select button will give us some really great tools for interacting with our downloaded playgrounds. So let's go ahead and check it out. We'll just double tap for our Select button here. So we'll just double tap.
Done.
Okay, our Select button has turned into a Done button. So we'll come right back here once we have done interacting with our playgrounds here. Now, we only have one downloaded playground. However, we also have a couple of more elements to flick through before we actually get to our downloaded content. So we'll quickly just right-click, and we'll right-click here.
Search field. Double tap to edit.
Okay, here is our search field, and again, we only have one playground downloaded. However, if we had a lot of playgrounds downloaded here, we could simply use our search field to search for and find the exact playground that we want, which is really great for us. All right, we'll just right-click.
Selected date button, 1 of 2.
Yeah, here is our date button, and VoiceOver told us that this, of course, is button 1 of 2. We were also told that our date button is currently selected, so we know that our playgrounds will be listed by the date that they were downloaded. All right, we'll go ahead and just right-click to our second button here. We just flick.
Name button, 2 of 2.
Right, and here is our name button. And of course, selecting our name button here will list all of our playgrounds alphabetically. So it's kind of nice to have two different options for how our playgrounds will be listed for us. Great, so we'll just right-click.
Learn to Code 1, Swift 4.1 button. Double tap to select Playground.
All right, and here is our downloaded playground. And VoiceOver gave us a lot of really great information. We were told our playground's title, which is Learn to Code 1. We were then told that we could double tap to select our playground, which is exactly what we want to do. So we'll just double tap here and we'll select our playground. And we'll just double tap.
Selected. Learn to Code 1, Swift 4.1.
Great, we have selected our Learn to Code playground, and now we have been given some really useful tools here in the top left-hand corner of our screen. So let's quickly just check them all out. So we'll just simply touch in the top left corner of our screen here. So we'll just touch.
Duplicate button.
Yeah, here is our duplicate button, and we could just activate our duplicate button here to duplicate or create a copy of our selected playground, which is super cool. All right, we'll just right click from here and we'll right click.
Delete button.
Yeah, and here is our delete button, and you guessed it, we would simply double tap here and our selected playground would be deleted. Now, we don't want to do that, so we will just right-click from here, and we'll right-click.
Reset document button.
Okay, and this is kind of nice. Here's our Reset Document button. Now, activating our Reset Document button will erase the content from within our selected playground, and it will totally reset it back to all of its original or default settings. Which is really great if maybe we wanted to start our playground again from the very beginning. Okay, we only have one more tool here, so we'll just right-click.
Share button.
All right, and here is our Share button, and activating our Share button will, of course, bring up our share sheet for sharing our playground. And we could easily share our playground maybe by AirDrop, an email, or we can even text it to someone if we like. Okay, that pretty much covers our selecting tools here. And since we have finished or are done checking them out, we'll just activate our Done button here in the top right-hand corner of our screen. So we'll just touch our Done button.
Done button.
And we'll just single finger double tap.
Select.
Okay, our Done button has turned back into our Select button. And hey, we're good to go. Okay, the last thing that we'll check out here on our My Playground screen is our list of additional content down here for downloading. And Apple actually calls this list our What's Next list. Yeah, kind of handy for when we're looking for what to do next. Now, we mentioned earlier that our additional content is listed across the bottom edge of our screen. They're listed very similar to how our tabs would be located. So we'll just simply touch in the bottom left-hand corner of our screen, and we'll locate the first of our additional items here. So we'll just touch.
Learn to Code 2.
Okay, here is our Learn to Code 2 playground. So it kind of makes sense that this is the next playground that we would probably like to download. Now, it's super easy to download our Learn to Code 2 playground here. All we need to do is just simply single finger double tap. And of course, our new playground would be downloaded and it will appear in the list of downloaded playgrounds, which really is super easy for us. Okay, so let's just right-click a couple more times, and we'll quickly check out some of our additional playgrounds. And so we'll just right-click. All right.
Learn to Code 3.
And of course, there's our Learn to Code 3 playground there. And
Code Machine.
Right-click. There's our Code Machine.
Power of
Clicking
Code.
here. Power of Code here.
Spirals.
Spirals. And how about one more time here?
Battleship.
And here's Battleship. Okay, so that pretty much covers not only how to download, but also manage our downloaded playgrounds. You know, it really is so great that we've been given some amazing content or playgrounds here that really give us a good grasp of exactly how writing code works. Again, My name is Douglas Walker. Take care, and I'll see you next time. For more Apple videos, visit the Hadley website at hadley.edu.